Back when I was a hygienist, one of the most common questions I would get from patients were about their floss, if they could use it more than one day. And my response to them would always be, well, it's personal preference. If you want to, you can. It's not going to harm you. It's just like using your toothbrush every day. But now, Bitvae has a sterilizer for your toothbrush. It not only holds it in place, but it sterilizes it using UV and a drying mechanism. So every 3 hours, it activates it so that your toothbrush is sterile at all times. I think it's such a brilliant idea. So I'm going to install it, and I'm going to show you there are two ways in which you can install it. One is where you want to install it, in which case it could be somewhere inconvenient that you can't charge and plug it in. Or you plug it in near an outlet so it's continuously available to charge it. They've designed it so you can remove the unit from the wall where it's attached, so periodically you can charge it. But it goes without a charge for a long time. So just to know if that matters to you and you don't want to have to take it off of where it's mounted to charge it, then decide where you're going to put it based on where the outlet is. Okay, so I had this great idea to install it inside my cabinet, and I went through the whole process, got it situated, and then when I opened it, I realized the unit was actually already open, and I was like confused because I left it closed. Well, the motion of opening and closing the cabinet triggers the door, so do not put it inside of a medicine cabinet like I did. Even though the idea is great, it doesn't work because this is motion activated. So if it didn't have the motion activation sensor, then it would not have been an issue. Then it would have been just, suspended inside the medicine cabinet and doing its thing out of sight. But since the door involves motion, it's triggering, and there's no way to turn that off. So I'm going to install it on the mirror, or I'm going to install it on the wall near the outlet. So those are the two choices, and you do want to pay attention to where you want this. The cable is about 3 feet long, so you have a 3 foot distance. So as long as you're within 3 feet of an outlet, then you can just plug directly into the little port and charge it without having to take it off the mount. But taking it off the mount actually is not difficult at all. It's just sitting on this little slot, and it slides in and it slides out. Okay, now to show you how the unit works, you power it on by holding for 2 seconds. And the unit came about 95% already charged, so it's down to 91. So now you can wave to open it, take your toothbrush out. When you're done, place it back in. Now I would say I wish there was a way for it to be a little more secure. It's not very secure. But you'll get the hang of it. So the right side is designed for a skinny toothbrush like this one. And the left side is designed so you can put like an electric toothbrush that has a little bit of a thicker neck. Not quite as thick as this one. Let's try this one. Something as thick as this would work. Okay, so just know that you cannot use 2 electric toothbrushes on here. It's designed for 1 electric or 2 manuals. And then you wave and it closes, and then you'll see a 99-second cycle starts, and in that 99 seconds it will use the UV light to sanitize it, and then it will go through a drying phase, and it will do this 8 times throughout the course of the day. Every 3 hours it will go through the cycle, so when you pick up your toothbrush, it's going to be sanitized and dry and ready to go. Okay, so now it says 0, which means it's sterile and ready to go, and it powers down to save energy. So if you wanted to use it, you have 2 options. You can either manually open the door, or you can wave and it will open it for you. So then you remove it. But if you knocked it over, I know this right one is a little more easier for it to fall out because there's nothing really holding it in place. This one has a little bit of a latch. So you can, again, close it manually, or you can wave it, in which case it's going to trigger the sanitation phase if it's closed. So let's open it again. All right, so it's really cool. You don't have to touch it. You can just take your toothbrush and use it, put it back in. And other thing I want to show you is this base is actually designed to be removed. So you can just pull it out. You can brush it clean and dry it and put it back periodically, but you will not need to do it often unless you're putting a soaking wet. So really, really neat product. Great way to keep your toothbrushes nice and sanitized and clean. So it's really nice. So now the toothbrushes are suspended and dry and sanitized, ready to use at all times. So really nice concept. You can find a link to the product in the descriptions below, and don't forget to subscribe for more of my Amazon finds.